That's where the tree was buried, but then it just goes down. It goes so deep, and yeah, it was a pain to get out. I think that'll do pretty good. Dumped about 2 gallons of diesel in there, so yeah, this thing's gonna get pretty hot. I'm gonna head up and get working on the road. I'll keep an eye on it down up there, but I think it'll burn good. Getting rid of this stuff finally. Flames coming out the top. I think we're good. I'm sure I'm causing some damage. I don't know how much was already here before me, but I'm sure it's the rocks, but that's probably the worst one, but there's lots of little cuts and stuff. So I'm not sure if I caused all this or not. Hopefully not, but I don't really how to avoid it. I guess the better option would have been getting an excavator with steel tracks, but is what it is at this point. So I guess I just won't get my damage deposit back if it's real bad, I guess. But I'm trying to be careful with the rocks and smooth it out, but I mean, there's just so many of them. Like, I could try to get rid of the big ones, but now I'm just trying to get rid of the stump. Let's see if I can get rid of it. It's putting up a fight. Just got some lunch in me, and before I left, we were making pretty good progress, so I'm hopeful that things will go smooth, and we still got a good probably between like it's hard to say 500 700 feet left, so I don't know if we'll make it all the way there today, but hopefully we're gonna make it make some good progress. We're through the big trees, so that's awesome. We just got these more or less smaller ones now, so I'm hoping that'll speed things up. It seemed like the rock was getting better. But I know around this corner up here, there's a bunch of rock that's already exposed. I've been learning how to improve my technique, or I'm not saying I'm good, definitely not, but let me actually get closer. If I start on the right side, well, the first thing I do is get all the big stuff, any trees sticking up, or try to get that way I can swing freely from right to left. Even if it's like a small tree, it's just easier to get it out of the way so you're not hitting it every time. And then I kind of pull everything to me. Rake everything towards me. Every now and then I'll take a big pile, clear some room, and go back to raking. Get that nice red clay showing. That's what we want to build our road on. Try to get most of the roots and topsoil up. all stuff I raped towards me. Throw all of this down the hill. Bunch of leaves, roots, topsoil. It's kind of like a balancing act. You don't want to stress over every little root or a little piece of topsoil or anything. Like, I think I've been just trying to get like 95% of it. I think the main thing, if it's mixed in a little bit, that's fine. But if you're, you just get like a big pile of leaves or big root or stump, over time that'll decompose and then your road will sink there. So I try to get about 95%. Make the road fail. Usually everything kind of sticks together. I mean, that's why roots are so good at, that's why you don't really have erosion in the forest, because the roots are holding everything together, so then when you disturb the soil, there's nothing holding it together anymore. So we like roots, just not where we're trying to build a road. Rocks. Okay, so now pull up. Now I'm going to get everything on the right where we cleared off, and we're going to drag it down the hill. And see, there's a big old root. Sometimes they'll expose themselves when you start trying to pull some of this dirt in that maybe you didn't see the first time. Rocky. I gotta keep checking our roads going that way. I just gotta keep that in mind when I'm placing dirt where we want our trajectory to be. Push some of this stuff down a little further. Alright. Now let's bring more of this dirt down. There's a big old rock up here. towards the beginning of the road, it was really nice. Really nice material, and I had plenty of it. That stuff packed in really nice, but they gotta make do with what you got. Can push some, but you can get overloaded easily, so if you got a bunch of stuff, it's better just to help the blade out and get the bulk of it out of the way. The blade's more for like smoothing stuff out. You can push some stuff, but if you're trying to push a lot of material, that's where you need a dozer. Oh yeah, we're in the rock. Oh, I'm beginning to hate rock. Alright, so let's see if we can't make somewhat of a path around. Like when you're pushing everything, a lot of stuff's going to go to the left, which is what we want, because so we want to get rid of that little root net right there. That's not gonna pack in nice. So yeah, we want stuff going to the left because that's going to widen our road. And then after you do that, you can see we got a little path now. And then we want to move all this stuff over. And then we're sitting a little high on the right side, so we're just going to take that and stick it on the left side. As I drive over this stuff, like right now the right side's lower, that's fine, because when I drive over this, the blade's going to fill in some of the ruts, and then also the left side, which is all fill, is going to compact down. Smooth things out, see what we got. Alright. And we're gonna track forward again. Put the blade down. Trying to use my blade more, keep it lower. It kind of helps keep the rocks away from your tracks, because I think I was getting too hard on the tracks. Alright, that's good for now. We got a little level spot, so let's start plucking some of these trees out, and then we're just going to repeat. It's like 20 degrees outside right now. I mean, I got a hoodie on right now, but I got the window cracked and I got the heat off. But because of that sun and the solar heat gain, I'm like taking clothes off right now because it is hot. So usually don't need the heat for too long in these things before you get toasty. Got some boiled eggs I left out and froze last night, and they kind of expanded and they didn't peel very good. I got a lot of shells in here, but got some salt. Sprinkle that on there. Pretty good. I like boiling a bunch of eggs and then bringing them, you eat them throughout the day, but fills you up and not as messy. You don't need a fork or anything, so you just peel it, eat it, and go. Oh, that was a hard section. Yeah, that last little section was really hard. I bet it took me 4 hours in the machine to go probably 20-30 feet. There were just so many trees and rocks, and had the issue yesterday with the hydraulic line, and but I'm hopeful we're at a point now where all the trees, I don't have to take any big ones out. Most of them are pretty small. I'm hoping I can pluck them out. This is the DJI drone I just got. It's the Mini 4 Pro. This thing is awesome. You just hit return to home and it remembers where it took off, and yeah, it plots the best course back. Here it comes. I'll do a video of this at some point if anybody wants to check it out. I made a mistake wearing black pants today. I've been facing like the sun all day. I'm facing south, so I've just been getting the sun pointed at me all day. I got the windows open. It's like 40-something degrees a day, but the sun just on my face. But the worst is my black pants. My legs are just like burning up. I was debating for a while to take my pants off, but knowing my luck, somebody from the neighborhood or something would stop by and they would wonder what the heck I'm doing out here without any pants on. So I'm just dealing with it. But the sun's getting close to going down, so but as soon as the sun goes down, I'll probably be shutting the windows and turning the heat on. It's one extreme to the next. I'm so happy right now because it could change real quick, but as of right now, we're in this good soil, clay, red clay soil, and I am so happy after dealing with all those rocks for like the last 500 feet or so. This is so much easier to work with. It's easier to track in, it's easier to dig. So fingers crossed it stays like this. Things can change quickly, and I know we got some rocks coming up around this corner, but that is so much better than all those big rocks. Never knew I could get excited about soil. This is pretty exciting. Oh man, so much better. Oh, and trees are falling over easy now. Soil's good. This one down the hill. I'm going to shove this one further down the hill. Alright, things are looking up. That means I need to be cautious because usually when things are going so smooth, something can happen, but work smart, take my time, try to make good decisions. That's all I can control. Looking get better. Watching the sunset, cutting roads, and got the always delicious Taco Bell. I keep working until the nighttime. Making progress. Coming around the corner now. So it weaves through here. Goes around this corner. I have to put a culvert in here eventually because this is where water drains. And then we're following those pink flags right around there. And that's it. Well, I've reached a stopping point. It's 7:30. I'm hungry and tired. So I'm going to call it a day. I think got a couple hundred more feet. But I don't think this part will be too bad. I could be wrong, but hopefully tomorrow I'll finish the first half of the day. I'll finish this, and then I'll start working on the road for the accessory dwelling unit where we started that fork in the road earlier. So we're going to take that up higher up on the hill. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. This thing always reminds me of the thing from Independence Day, the alien. Creepy.